I used to believe that life had already shown me its worst. I buried my husband with my own hands shaking over his coffin. I stood beside hospital beds where the machines spoke louder than the people attached to them. I survived lies that shattered friendships and betrayals that turned my heart cold for years. And still, nothing, prepared me for what my own daughter would do. I remember the day she was born as clearly as if it happened yesterday. The smell of disinfectant in the hospital room, the thin cry that sounded more like a kitten than a human, the way my entire world rearranged itself in 1 second. From that moment on, I lived for her. Every decision, every sacrifice, every dream I put on hold, I told myself it was worth it. Because a mother's love is supposed to be safe. Imbriacable. Sacred. I was wrong. I raised her alone after her father died. It was a good man, flawed like all of us, but he loved her deeply. When cancer took him, it didn't just take a husband from me, it left a hole in my daughter that I spent years trying to fill. I worked 2 jobs, sometimes 3. I learned how to stretch money, how to smile when I was exhausted, how to cry silently in the bathroom so she wouldn't hear. I never missed a school play. Never forgot a birthday. Never told her how afraid I was of the future. I taught her kindness, honesty, gratitude. Or at least I thought I did. As she grew older, something changed. Slowly at first, so slowly that I blamed myself for noticing it at all. She became distant, irritated by my presence. My advice annoyed her. My concern embarrassed her. The warmth between us cooled into something polite and transactional. Teenagers, people told me. It's normal. So I ignored the warning signs. I ignored the way she rolled her eyes when I talked about values. I ignored the way she treated money like something owed to her. I ignored the sharpness in her voice when she spoke to me. When she moved out, I cried for weeks. But I told myself it was the right thing. She needed her independence. I helped her with rent. Bought her furniture. Got her more than I could afford because I didn't want her to struggle the way I had. That was my mistake. The first betrayal didn't feel like betrayal at all. It felt like confusion. One afternoon, I received a call from a bank I had never contacted. They asked me to confirm a loan. A large one. My name was on it. My signature, they said. I laughed. There must be a mistake. There wasn't. My identity had been used. Documents forward. Accounts opened. At first, I suspected a stranger. A scammy. Anyone but her. Then I saw the address on the paperwork. Her address. My hands went numb. My heart began to pound so loudly I thought I might pass out. I called her immediately. She didn't answer. I texted. Nothing. I told myself there was an explanation. There had to be. When she finally called back, her voice was calm. Todo calm. Yes, ma'am, she said. I used your name. Just like that. No apology. No hesitation. She explained it as if she were discussing the weather. She needed money. She deserved help. He had good credit. She planned to pay it back eventually. Eventually. I felt something break inside me that day. Not loudly. Quietly. Like a bone cracking under pressure. You committed a crime, I whispered. Jure exaggerating, she replied. Jure my mother. That sentence destroyed me more than anything else she could have said. Jure my mother. As if motherhood erased my humanity. As if my love made me a resource, not a person. I tried to fix it quietly. I covered payments I couldn't afford. I sold jewelry my husband had given me. I stopped heating my apartment properly in winter. I told no one, because shame is heavy and silence feels easier. That betrayal doesn't stop when you forgive it. It grows. She began to demand more. More money. More favors. More access. When I hesitated, she became cruel. She accused me of being selfish, dramatic, controlling. She reminded me of everything she believed I owed her for giving birth to her. Then came the day I lost my home. I found out she had signed documents in my name, documents transferring ownership. She had sold the apartment I lived in, the apartment I paid for over decades. The apartment filled with memories, photographs, my husband's books. Sold. When I confronted her, she didn't deny it. I needed a fresh start, she said. Yo ella manage. I don't remember screaming, but the neighbors later told me they heard it. I remember collapsing onto the floor. I remember the taste of blood in my mouth from biting my lip too hard. I remember realizing that the child I would have died for would not hesitate to destroy me. That night, I finally understood something terrible. Love does not excuse abuse. Even when it comes from your own child. I reported it. Making that decision felt like tearing my own heart out. I didn't sleep for days. I questioned myself constantly. What kind of mother does this? What would people say? What would happen to her? But then I asked myself a different question. What happens to me if I don't? The investigation was brutal. Every document felt like another wound. Every interview forced me to relive the betrayal again and again. She stopped speaking to me completely. She told everyone I was a monster. That I ruined her life. I lost friends who believed her. But I gained something else. Myself. The court ruled in my favor. It didn't erase the pain. It didn't repair the years of manipulation. But it gave me back my name. My dignity. My life. I moved into a small apartment. I started over at an age when starting over feels terrifying. I learned to sit with the grief instead of running from it. I learned that being a mother does not mean being a martyr. I still love her. That's the cruelest part. Love doesn't disappear just because trust is gone. It lingers like a ghost. Some nights, I still imagine her as the little girl who used to fall asleep on my chest. Some mornings, I wake up grateful that I chose myself before she destroyed me completely. If you are listening to this and living something similar, hear me clearly. You are allowed to protect yourself. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to survive, even if the person hurting you shares your blood. I didn't lose a daughter. I lost the illusion that love alone can save someone who doesn't respect you. And I lived.